Hello, this is Dan. Welcome to Dark Souls 2. This is the first Dark Souls 2 video I'm doing. I've already beaten the game on Xbox, but I really don't have a way of capturing Xbox recordings. It's like $200 that I just don't need. I'd rather just get the game on PC because I want to play it on PC. It looks a lot nicer. I'm using not the highest graphic settings or texture settings, but the player character looks much better. The game feels better, action is faster, rolling is good, and that's especially important for this build. This is going to be a dexterity build. This first video, I'm trying to show as quickly as possible how to dual wield rapiers in power stance. And as you see, I fail in doing it as quickly as possible in a few different ways. But I'm trying to build a dexterity character that can do co-op. The co-op in this game is really fun. And also PvP, in case of invasions. I plan on making, joining the Sunbro Covenant. I don't know the exact name of it, but yeah, I plan on spending most of my time in the Sunbro Covenant doing co-op with this character. So, it's a co-op build, but I want to be able to handle phantoms that are invading. So I grabbed that human effigy. Light the bonfire. Of course, I'm skipping all of the cutscenes. I just wanted to do this quickly and show the route towards getting this. Dual rapiers is really fun, really powerful, a really popular build, and I don't know, there might be some really good in-depth videos on how to do it, but I kind of wanted to do my style where it takes about 20 minutes for me to get from, I started with the swordsman class and I took the healing wares. It takes me about 20 minutes from that point to where I get the stats and the weapons that I need. And this is just a fun route. I make a few mistakes here and there, so it could be done faster, but I think this video will illustrate a very good method for getting to dual rapier in power stance. So I came out here, I was just thinking I gotta go fast, and I didn't even sit down at the Majula bonfire, which was my first big mistake. Not so much because I need healing, because I just skipped the tutorial, but for fast travel reasons. There's a rusted coin there. Like I said, I'm going fast, so I just rip through these items. Sometimes I don't leave them displayed. That's just kind of how I play. This door right here. But anyway, yeah, I started with the swordsman class. Main reason I do that is because it has 16 dexterity to start out, and also has 2 upgraded weapons. Scimitar +1 and a short sword +1. I pretty much just use the short sword, and you'll see why as we come upon our first set of enemies. Just volume on my monitors. Alright. So yeah, dual wield, or not the dual wield, this is two-handed R2s I'm using, or the strong attack. It has decent range, similar to that of the rapier. Maybe not that far, but I think it's a good starter weapon for this build, but we will not be using it for very long. So I am being peppered with arrows. I'm not being incredibly careful about that. The Wanderer armor, which is the starting armor for the swordsman class, is pretty decent. I think, you know, he's designed to not have a shield, so you can take quite a few hits. I did not talk to the Emerald Herald, so I don't have an Estus Flask, but taking the healing wares ensures that I have plenty of life gems throughout the first 20 minutes of the game. I don't think I even use that many. I did remember to light this bonfire, which was nice. I very nearly forgot. That would have been annoying for later on. So coming up we have what might be a bit of a challenging encounter. So I'm going to heal up here. And at the top of this ladder, that's an annoying message. At the top of this ladder, I'm going to look to the left. There's an axe guy there. They can be very aggressive. They have jump attacks, which have a lot of range. So I'm going to take them out as quickly as possible. We're being shot at with more arrows. And this guy just blocks my attack. And he hits me. I didn't take too much damage. But yeah, taking out the axe guy first I think is a good strategy for surviving that. Now we're going to get up there and take out that asshole archer, because there's something that we want up there. But first we got to take out these guys. Another axe bro. Dead. Throwing knives are very good. I don't use them too much. This build uses a short bow for most of its range stuff. I get hit there. Now here we're going to see use of the jump mechanic. I don't mind it too much. I'll go into that more later. But first, I got another short sword. Dual wielding the same type of weapons has a few bonuses. As you can see, that attack is very fast. It is faster than just using a single one, and I think you get a bonus to your stamina usage. So you can get off more attacks at once. There is a soul item right there. So the non-hostile enemy down there, the Hyde Knight, or Heidi Knight, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I'm not going to be fighting him just yet. He's a really fun enemy. He's not extremely hard. But there's another effigy, very useful. Yeah, he's not extremely hard, but I kind of want to take him on with the dual rapier, get some practice, because he's quick and strong. But this guy, I'm just going to wreck him. Alternating light attacks are just deadly. The short sword, I really like the weapon. On my first build, oh, another axe guy. On my first build on Xbox, I used the short sword for quite a while before I found the fire long sword, and then I found the bastard sword, and then later I found the claymore, which was my ending weapon. It was a strength build. It was quick. Had some decent armor, and I found a bow that scaled with strength and had magic damage later on, and it was that combo, the claymore and that bow, I believe it was the Dragon Rider bow, carried me through the rest of the game. There's a guy throwing fire bombs up here. He's a jerk. Death. Got him as he fell, and he kind of glitched. This surprised me. I was like, wait a second. What the heck? Alright, there's just a couple more guys before I hit the next bonfire. This axe dude. Here we can get a buckler if you're into parrying. That's a really, really good shield. It slows the animation and lengthens the window that a parry will land, I believe. So that can be a fun thing. You can get very early. And this guy. And those dual alternating attacks are really fun. Those short swords are so fast. Witching urns are great. So here we are. I've run up here pretty quickly. We're at about 10 minutes in to the playthrough. And I get the key to the blacksmith, and I only have enough for one firebomb. So this is a trick I learned from watching a speed run. But right now it doesn't work. I just didn't. You need to be standing in the right spot, and yeah, that failed. So it was right about now that I realized I hadn't lit the Majula bonfire, and I was just like, damn it. And instead of just running all the way from the first bonfire to the Majula bonfire, I decided to get something done in the Things Betwixt area while I was here. And also get a useful ring that I did not equip until well later into the game. But yeah, basically I'm trying to get the stone ring, which adds like poise damage. It can help stagger enemies if you're hitting them a bunch of times with a weak weapon, for example. It will attack their poise more, and when their poise runs out, they will stagger. This ogre, I had a pretty good fight against him, and was having fun. These dual short swords are fun. As you can see, I'm switching back and forth, using different move sets. I've really been enjoying dual wielding in Dark Souls 2. It was useless in Dark Souls 1, I found. It could still be fun, but it really had no advantage. So yeah, this build will be doing a lot of jumping around, a lot of rolling. I'm going to keep my equip load low, and endurance and adaptability, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be pumping up pretty high. That'll make this character a lot more mobile. And since I won't be using a shield for the majority of the time, I'm not gonna like limit myself in any way. Like anything that I have the stats to use, I'm gonna use. But I'm probably not gonna be using a shield very often, so the mobility will help quite a bit. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do once I get my rapiers. I may get a third rapier, or maybe even 4 rapiers, and switch between 2 different elements, or like, since this is going to be kind of a pure dex build, like poison, have one set of poison rapiers, and another set of just regular plus 10 rapiers, just to do physical damage. The poison can be super helpful against invaders. I did a little bit of poison rapiers on one of my builds on the Xbox, and whenever I got invaded, it was pretty funny, because no one seemed to be expecting poison rapiers. I don't know how good they are PvE, so that's why I plan on having perhaps 2 sets. Or I could do just dual wield regular rapiers, and then have a shield that has good physical defense, and 1 poison rapier, so that you could lay the poison down and then sort of hide behind the shield and also switch back. Yeah, I just can see that being really fun. So I finally light the Majula bonfire, and now I'm going to go talk to the Emerald Herald for the first time. 14 minutes into the game.
Are you, or bearer of, I will take the... Go on, he who king. Bearer of, for misery, you will never...
So yeah, she does talk a lot, and I didn't upgrade my Estus Flask. I do have 1 Estus Flask shard, and there was another one I could have picked up at the bonfire I traveled here from. Just on the second level above it, there's some stairs and an Estus Flask, but I will be getting that a little later. I should have gotten it earlier. That would have been a bit more optimal time-wise. But yeah, we are 15 minutes in, and we're getting steadily closer. We're going to be heading to the Hyde's Tower of Flame to get a quick little bundle of souls. It's a trick, another trick I learned from a speed run. This one I am actually able to pull off. It's a Crimson Parma, another like crappy shield. It's one of the worst shields in the game, I think. So yeah, this trick, it's a little bit cheesy, but you see, it's a little ways off still. I need to get to one of the bosses of this area. There are 2 bosses. The one I'm gonna be taking out, I wouldn't even classify as a boss. Super easy. My first encounter with it, like I defeated it and I was just like, what? What? Was that a boss? So anyway, I'm not gonna be fighting these guys just yet. I did not mean to travel there, but oh well. Yeah, I do that sometimes where I just keep pressing A, and sometimes I just accidentally travel to Majula. That's kind of an annoying thing. I wish there was a way I could get around that, but I just need to get better at not screwing up like that. So I'm just gonna run past all these guys, because I'm really in a hurry to get those rapiers. This guy seems to always hit me. He has a delayed smash with his mace, but this is a decent spot to heal. Again, just run past these guys. Gonna go to the right here. This clown's got no chance. I'm too fast. One of the things that's important is that I'm not wasting my stamina bar. I'm not going down all the way. I'm letting it get down close and then letting up. Because if you do waste your entire stamina bar, you will not be able to run until it fills up all the way. So this guy, watch his feet, watch his feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Later, dude. It is possible to miss that, so if it doesn't work for you, just stay calm. He's not that difficult. He's very slow. Just don't fall off. You could fight him normally by fighting all the other knights and there won't be any drops, but then you can't do the quick kill. I'm gonna skip through all this dialogue as quickly as I can. She sells miracles and cleric stuff in general, but I won't be using any of that with this character.
Sorry.
So I just want to get through all of her dialogue so that she will move to Majula, and I think you can see her disappear here. Yeah. No, you didn't see her disappear, but I'm pretty sure I got through all of her dialogue. So I didn't open the blacksmith's door before, but I could have. It would have made this a little bit quicker, but it's not a big deal. I talked to him here. I don't think you need to talk to him.
Now I can get to
But all I need to do is rest at a bonfire, and he will go back to his shop, and he'll be hammering on his anvil. And he sells I think 8? Up to 8 rapiers.
And you are a man.
I'm only going to buy 2, though, because that's all I need. Buy item. Actually, it looks like an infinite number of rapiers, which is crazy.
I'll be around.
So now that I have my weapons, I'm going to switch to them. And I'm going to show you basically that right now I cannot go into power stance with the dual rapiers. So I'm going to press Y to show, it goes to right-handed one hand. Then I'm going to hold Y and it goes to left-handed one hand. Not super useful. That's still cool. So I'm going to talk to the Emerald Herald. I do have an Estus Flask Shard to give her, but then after that I will be upping my dexterity from it starting 16 to 18. And what that does is it gives us times 1.5 of the weapon requirements, both of strength, because the strength requirement for the rapier is 5, the dex requirement is 12. So my strength is 9, 5 plus 2 or 3 is 9, or is 8, and 9 is obviously higher than that. 12 plus 6 is 18. So that's the minimum requirements to power stance these rapiers. There's a one-handed, and then there's power stance. Again, I did that by holding Y. Those are the light attacks, and here are the strong attacks. So it does a similar amount of damage to two-handing the swords. I mean, it does more, but it uses less stamina, I think. It seems like I can get more off, and it seems quicker as well. And so just to show it off really quick, I'm gonna fight this guy. These guys are really slow. They do have a decent amount, but I'm doing 156 there per hit. That's nearly half his health with 2 hits. Only 92 there. There is a system where you do more damage depending on how far you are. Now this guy always gives me trouble for some reason. I do believe I'm able to defeat him here, but it does take me a little while. The timings on his weapon are very weird. He's also... I'm not sure if this enemy is anywhere else in the game. There might be a few, but it's very rare. So I'm just not used to the timings on this weapon. As you see, lift it up, wait a while, and then bring it down. And that one is just super fast. So it's a tricky little fight here, especially when you got pitfalls around you. But I'm able to take him out. But yeah, again, he doesn't respawn, but he does drop some. He does drop one good item that will upgrade the Estus Flask even further. It'll add a +1 to it if you burn it in the Majula bonfire. So I think I've got his timings down pretty well here. He's not hitting me. Oh, I did get hit there. He comboed for the 3rd time. That was lucky. He might have killed me there if he had been a little closer. Got him. So that enemy is gone now until... I think he respawns with the bonfire aesthetic, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to head back to Majula and burn that dust I found. You can only burn it there. Not sure why, but whatever. It seems like they set it up so that you can only do things like... You can only make your character better in Majula. They say these are the remains of a saint who cast himself into the bonfire, but we will never know for sure, for soot and ash tell no story. So it took me about 23 minutes to get to this point where I'm ready to dual wield rapiers and fight the bosses like that, go through all the beginning areas like that. So I'm going to be showing some of the spots I missed in the next video, so stay tuned.